The Big Ten tournament being at Rutgers last year was really motivating.
And Seabass with 2 with only 15 seconds left, looking to see if he can score back points.
I had the whole crowd invested in my matches, and I'm not even wearing a Rutgers singlet.
Well done by Sebastian Seabass Rivera. He wins in his home state.
Felt like we were at home, man. Like everybody knew him, everybody was cheering for him, and then for him to be the showman he is and turn around like this, I mean, it was epic.
I just want to say, New Jersey!
That jersey celebration was all spontaneous. I felt the love.
This place, who doesn't want to win in Jersey? It's just Jersey, man. We're a different breed.
I'm not a Midwest guy. It's very slow out there. A lot of people think I'm mean out there. It's just the way I am. And I just felt lost towards the end of Northwestern. I just didn't feel like I fit in there anymore. I wanted to be home, and Jersey's home.
I've known the Rivera family for close to 40 years. As I was growing up, Steve, the dad, was one of the better wrestlers in New Jersey. Ended up winning a state championship in 1987.
He was the coach at Tom's River Wrestling Club. I would just be like, Dad, I want to go to practice with you.
When he was younger, I would just put him in this backpack I had. And then little by little, he becomes the kid running around on the mats with us. Going into senior year, we lose junior year, and my wife is like, what are you gonna do to make sure he wins this year? And I'm like, what am I gonna do? Like, there's nothing I'm gonna do. And I know for a fact my kid's good enough to win. The want is what he needs to grow.
I just couldn't lose that match, and it was a great reaction. And you could see videos of my dad and family going crazy because it was my last chance, and I got it done finally.
As far as the landscape of recruiting, he probably wasn't a top 20 recruit. We didn't know if there was a great interest. We didn't know how much he loved wrestling. I knew he would have a really good college career if he bought into college wrestling, and he certainly did that.
In the 2018 Midlands, I got my chance to wrestle Spencer Lee for the 3rd time.
Now you're like, can you win this match? Oh my God, it's amazing you got here. You could do this.
He beat arguably one of the best wrestlers pound for pound in this country, maybe the world, and he's beaten him twice, and he's beaten him in big spots.
Rivera coming back to a double, he gets it!
Winning 2 Big Ten titles, that's a very difficult thing to do.
Through my career, I found spots where I loved it and I hated it. It's not that I hated it, it was just like, I don't like doing it.
In the middle of last season, he suffered a high ankle sprain. You know, the injuries were taking a toll on him mentally.
When you're not on a mat and you're trying to maintain weight, it's just like, why am I doing this? Before Big Tens, I was in a dark spot, just like, didn't know why I was wrestling anymore. Like, if I was out for 2 months, 3 months, and I was like, this is terrible, why am I here? It's not real until you sit down with your coaches on a Zoom call and they're like, I want to transfer, can you put me in a transfer portal?
He didn't ask me, what do I think? He didn't ask anybody that I know that question. He probably had this decided earlier, but didn't tell us earlier, because like, it didn't happen until the last minute. When he hit the portal, I want to say that the world reached out to me.
Time! Walk in! Walk in! Aggie! This is good for you here. Watch what he does with this hand.
I'm grabbing it, I'm pulling it down with my other hand. Grabbing it, I'm looking down as I push at the knee. I've known Coach Goodale since I was probably 5 years old, 6 years old. I mean, he's been the head coach at Jackson Memorial, and I was a Jackson kid growing up.
Don't wait, short. It's a sprint.
Sebastian Rivera will be our 141-pounder this year.
Just cutting the weight It was just sucking the fun out of the sport. You're going to practice to lose weight, not to train and get better at the sport that you're in love with. So I get to enjoy training hard, feeling good, and being close to weight.
He has a swagger that believes he can beat everybody and anybody. He is super competitive and doesn't believe there's many people in this world that can beat him.
Have we created the best Sebastian yet, you know? And that's what the hunt is, and that's Sebastian's hunt. And that hunt, when he finds it, will be that national title, you know? And it will be amazing.